Hey Flosstube, how you doing? Feel like it's been a while since I've talked to you guys, even though really it's just been a few weeks. Again, I don't really have much of a shooting schedule. I just kind of shoot when I feel like I have stuff to talk about, and I try to make it to where I have enough to talk about. Mostly what I have today is haul, but yeah, a few other things. Today is January 9th. And yeah, you guys know what just happened at the Capitol a few days ago. I'm not going to go into that too much in the video. I'm mostly mentioning it just in case someone's watching this video 3 years in the future or whatever, just to kind of mark time for it. So yeah, lots of stressful, terrible things going on. So I thought it'd be good to put up some method of distraction, which isn't that what we use our stitching for the most part. So let's go into some fun stuff. And so yeah, I got some haul. It's funny because a lot of this haul was over a long period of time, but because of how weird shipping's been lately, because of the holidays, because of the pandemic and all that, a lot of this stuff started showing up finally around the same time, even though I do still have a few things that are still, you know, out in the cold. They'll be making their way to me before too long. So how about first thing we talk about, one of always exciting to receive is I got my Japanese Zen Moss Garden kit from Chatelaine from European Cross Stitch. So wooies. And it's always hard to show you guys these. Probably the best way to do it would be to do a face-free video and lay, oh, excuse me, hiccuped, lay everything out for you. But I don't want to pull everything out of the Ziploc bags because I keep them in the Ziploc bags while I'm working on them. Even Taj Mahal that I've finished, I still haven't taken them out of their bags yet. So yeah, but let's have a look-see. Also, I had some fabric that I'm considering for it. When I ordered Serengeti's fabric, kind of the African safari style design, I knew I wanted it on a green, and this was the first color that kind of caught my eye. I used the fabric viewer. This is Parkland by Silk Weaver. And it's a, for the most part, solid color, but it's got some gentle modeling, which is kind of what I prefer for the bigger Chatelaine designs, the more intricate. You know, I don't want the background to be too wild or compete with too much, but I do like the modeling effect. It just looks a little bit more organic to me, and I like that. So, but when I ordered Serengeti, there was two colors I was going between, and I decided to order both of them because I was also not only looking at Serengeti, I was looking at Japanese Moss Garden, I was looking at the other, what is the other I can't remember what the other Japanese mandala, not the Moss Garden, the first one that she put out. I have that chart too. I don't have the kit yet though. And I was also looking at Mushroom and Fern and Poison Garden. So I thought, order both, pick your favorite for Serengeti, and then you could probably use this on one of those. Though I will say I have decided on Poison Garden that I want an opalescent. I'm also not sure I want a green. I might want to go more of a gray. I'm not sure, but hey, I want to at least look at it on this fabric too. But I am considering potentially using it for Japanese Moss Garden. Now there's a lot of greens in here. Probably the only one that's close to possibly being a problem is this one. And it still shows up pretty good. That, and I don't know if this color is surrounded by stitches of another color. You know, that makes a difference sometimes. So, but this is potential, and there's enough. Like Serengeti's the biggest mandala I got, so I ordered fabric that's big enough for that one. So therefore, I have enough for this one. I think it might be 5 inches bigger than Japanese Moss Garden. So I'll have some extra fabric. So I don't know if I'll have enough to do anything with, but we'll see. So, but a real quick run through the threads here. We got some silk lame, which that's always fun. That's basically silk with sparkles. Got some more silk lame, got a yellow and a blue. Got some treasure braid in a few different colors. Got kind of a copper and a gold. Got a blue and silver. 2 shades of blue, I don't know if you can see that. And then this thread's weird. This is like a pearl of some kind. It's a silk though, but it's super teeny tiny. And some dinky dyes silks in various different colors. And again, I know you're not getting the full effect, but just giving you kind of a little taste and a little preview. So, and I also don't have any of the DMC for this design. It uses a fair bit of DMC. So that's the silks that I got, and here's the beads. There's not a ton of beads, but they're still really cool. One thing I do too, being a sparkle hoarder, is when I get my kit for the beads, is a lot of times I will look at it and go, ooh, I really like that bead. Do I have that in my stash? And then if I don't, then I put it on my list to order. So, but let's take a look at the crystals as well, because there's a fair few crystals on this chart. There's more cubes than the bicones, which, you know, I'll probably add more bicones anyways, but so there's some cubes, and this one has one of those vitrol flowers that goes on the middle there. And then there's some more bicones, and the bugle beads is what I tend to call them. And they're just a little bit longer. And yeah, I haven't used them on a chatelaine yet, but they are in a few of the other kits. And I actually don't have any of those in stash either, so I might need to do that. So that's that. And yeah, I had ordered that back in November when they had the sale. I just ordered the one design because I had ordered a bunch of Swarovski crystals during the panic, I guess we'd say, when we thought that they were not going to put them out anymore. But another thing, this I got way back, like before Christmas, and I just forgot to mention it to you guys. But when I was going through my Chatelaine kit haul, not haul really, I was going through like doing a parade. This one is one that I showed you guys. This is the Terra design. She put out 2 elements, Terra and air, and she never did water or fire. Why I blanked on that, I'm not sure. But so I thought I had air, and I thought I had the kit, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I started kind of feeling a little twitchy, you know, because these kits are not available on Chatelaine. So I started just kind of checking on eBay, and then these popped up. It was both of them. Now I already have this one, and this is the extra one, not the one that I already have, and then I'm already starting. But they were listed pretty low, and they were best offer. So I put in a best offer, and she accepted it. So I got both of these with all the stuff for 50 bucks. And I was like, why not? You know, because this fabric is not the easiest to find. I don't know if I want to use, because I've got a green piece ready to go for Terra. I don't know if I'm going to use green for another one, but I don't know. But wouldn't you know it, we'll get back to this kit in a minute, but wouldn't you know it, as soon as I got this, I was digging through something, doing some organizing, and what did I find fallen in the back? Was my old one. Now I didn't have the kit, I just had the chart, so I'll just probably sell this chart at some point. And then with the kit, the main thing I really wanted was this fabric. I also didn't really have this in mind when I bought it, but what I've decided to do is change this to yellows and golds from the blues, because I'm planning on coming up with something for the other 2 elements, maybe even the 5th element, Akasha, which is purples and whites. That'd be fun. It means spirit, basically, you know, earth, air, fire, water, spirit. So I don't want to have air being blue and then doing blue for water. I mean, I could use a different blue, but I'd rather them stand out a little bit more. So I've decided to switch air to yellows and golds. And then I'm probably just going to take little bits of elements from both of these designs and just change the thread colors. And obviously I'm going to have to come up with something with the wording, you know, to make it proper. But I'm going to come up with something to do the other elements, because I like elements. I think they're cool. And I'm sad that she didn't finish this series, because it would have been really neat. But so that's something I'd gotten a ways back, and I had just forgotten to like show it to you guys. Another haul, let's go over the sparkle hoard first, just to kind of get it out of the way, because I have made a few more sparkle purchases, and basically this is what my bicone crystal sparkle hoard is looking like now. I have problems, but yeah, let's go through it. So one thing that's getting my OCD is I don't have enough for like one color to have its own, and God, it was so much easier when I just had hot colors and cold colors in their own little case. Now things are a muck. So let's go over the 2 weird cases first. This first weird case is regular size bicones on the bottom and the larger size bicones on the top, and these are my multi-colors. So these were, you know, they have more than one color to them, and a lot of times it was, I'm going to put these in here because I don't have room for them in the main color that they are as case. One that I do want to show you that I think is really pretty is red. Well, Siam is the name of the color, but it's a red. It's my favorite red. Well, actually, light Siam is my favorite red. This is regular Siam, so it's a darker red, and it's AB times 2. But look how cool those are. Yeah, that's awesome. So I'm glad I got as many as I did, because when I saw them on the screen, I thought those are probably going to be cool. Order a lot. So that's what I did. These ones are kind of weird. I thought they were going to be cooler than they were, but they're still neat. These are Aqua Golden Sahara. So these are, I found these on Fire Mountain Gems, and these have, it's said in like, there's this big sticker on there. It's third-party coating. So basically this is a Swarovski crystal, and they sent it somewhere else and had extra coating put on there. So they really wanted me to know they didn't do the coating on these. But they're just kind of a weird blue, green, gold color. I thought they were cool. So yeah, I got those. Anything else I wanted to show you in this one? Nah, I think you've seen most of these, so there's that case. This other weird case is more just weird shapes, you know, not bicones. And this one, as you can see, I ran into an issue where, let me see if I can show it to you, where, see these cases, like this one's actually a little smaller. And I was like trying to cram more in here, and I just realized like, oh, this one's smaller, and I think I had a different like the containers that are inside the container, I think they are a different width too, so that's why I can't like fit another one in there. So that's bugging me. So I'm probably gonna buy a whole new one and move things around, just because I like things to look neat and tidy, and right now it doesn't. So is there anything in here I was gonna show you? No, I don't think so. I mean, I've got some cool stuff in here, but I think I've shown you like the butterflies and stuff. I need to get more cubes. That's one thing that, cubes are kind of pricey though, like compared to the bicones, they're like almost 4 times as much, so that's annoying. One thing that I found that was weird though is when I started sequestering different colors, I feel like I have no purple now, because I've got purple in the top row and then the clear, you know, base, you know, clear or white as I call them on the bottom there. And then look, all these empty spaces, that, and look how thin they are, because I kept telling myself, quit buying purple, you have too much purple. So that's why all these are like so low. So now I feel like I need to fill those up a little bit more just so I have more purple. Let's see if there's a color I was going to show you. I think you've seen all these. I do think this one's very pretty though, so I'll just show it to you. Hopefully there's some sparkle lovers watching right now. So this is Providence Lavender AB times 2. Look how pretty. So pretty. It's very flashy too. I like it. It's a very bluey purple, which is my favorite kind of purple. I don't like purples that can be mistaken for pink. And then whole case of blue. And so when I was saying quit buying all this, you know, blues and purples, mostly I was buying blues, it seems. So, but yeah, there's all my blues, and I've got 3 empty spaces. And I don't know, there's just some really cool ones in here. I think I've shown you most of them though. And then I have greens and yellows, and I've got a few empty rows. I've got more yellows though, and there is one that I thought was really pretty. So I'm probably gonna get more of it just because I like it. This is Jonquil AB times 2. Jonquils are daffodils, which are the March flower. And they're usually yellow. Sometimes they're white. But yeah, I just thought that was pretty. Like, it's pretty. It flashes real pretty colors. So yeah, I was a good girl and I started pumping up the hot colors. And then here's my reds, orange, and pinks. And there's a couple colors in here that are really cool. And this one is Astral Pink. It's an orange crystal, but it's got kind of a pink flash, like a pink coating. Like usually that AB coating, it flashes like either yellow or blue. This flashes kind of a pink. And I just thought that was cool. Like, it looks very tropical. And it's different, so I'm probably gonna get more of that one just because, you know, I thought it was neat. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Let's see here. Did I show you this already? I'm starting to trip out because I started shooting this video a little bit ago, and then my bird started screaming because she was having her nighttime squawk. So I'm like, did I show you this already or not? I might have. If I'm losing my mind, I'm so sorry. But that's the Siam 2 times AB. Super pretty. I love it. So yeah, but that was in my weirdo case. So yeah, that's the crystal situation. So yeah, I'm always wanting to buy more sparkle. Also, one other thing I got, which I posted this on my Instagram. Look at this. Oh my God. I got this on Christmas Eve. It arrived to my house and I was like, oh my God. Which this doesn't have every single color on it. This one is from 2007. So it doesn't have every color possibility on here. And really, I almost have most of these. So it's not like I needed this, but look how cool this is. Like, I was like, yes, this will look so good on my sparkle shrine. So now I have been eyeing others just because they have some of the colors I'm missing. Now they also have an extra section here with like the weird shaped crystals. I didn't really care for that so much. I just more for the colors. But you know, after I got this, that's when I was looking at Jonquil and I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. So that's when I ordered it, you know. So hey, I've made use of it already. But sometimes I don't know, I just like sitting here and just looking at it. It's just very pretty. So that was another thing I got. And I've bought the shelving that I'm going to create the sparkle shrine with, and I just haven't hung it up yet. So I got to buy some more screws and stuff. And then after Christmas, it occurred to me I hadn't splurged and done like a chart haul or anything. I mean, I've bought things here and there, especially Bella Filipinas. They've been putting out a lot of charts that really strike my fancy. So I've been like buying them, but I had so many like things I'm like watching on eBay and stuff, and it's like, why don't you just buy some stuff, you know, because there's a fair few Mirabilis that I still want, but I'm, you know, they start putting them out of print, you know, so I'm like, grab them before they go out of print. So let me show you the stuff that I've got for that. Not all of it was selfish though, because I bought this for my kid who is a maritime nut, and this is the Titanic. And I'm not real big on dimensions kits because most of these are solid crosses and they're not quarter stitches, and I am definitely going to put some quarter stitches in there. I'm also not using this Ada fabric that it comes with, so if anybody wants it, you can have it. But I do have some fabric somewhere that I think is the same color and it's an even weave, so I'll use that. I'll probably use the threads. As you can see, there's not really that many. So, also, the stars in the sky. Those are French knots, and I ain't doing them. So those will be beads. And I was thinking of putting more sparkle on anyways. And I was, you know, I sometimes go a little sparkle crazy. So I consulted with my son because he's not necessarily sparkle crazy, and pretty much asked him permission to put some somewhere. And he's okay with me putting it in the water where the lights are reflecting, but he's not gonna let me do the iceberg. So I was like, oh, bummer. But anyways, also I'm going to be omitting the smoke from the fourth funnel because apparently it was a false funnel and didn't smoke. It was just like a vent. So the pictures you see of Titanic, that's like the real Titanic, really only the first 3 should have smoke coming out of them. So just for accuracy's sake, you know, just going to omit the smoke coming out of the fourth funnel. So, got that. And then I ordered some things that it was like one of the things where it's like, oh, why do you not have this yet? And so one of the Celtic ladies from Lavender and Lace, I actually have none of these, and I wanted to start at least one of them for so long that I found it hard to believe that I didn't have these, but lo and behold. So I decided to get the one that I like the best, and that's Autumn, because that's my favorite season. I also love that she's a ginger, and I can't remember whose it is, but there's a conversion that I'm going to be using for her. So, and I'm not sure of who did it. I think a fair few people have used it. I also have seen her converted where, you know, she's carrying a basket. I have a few of those Mill Hill like leaves, like a leaf charm or a leaf crystal, and I want to use those somehow. So I will be getting those in there. I think they're also in the kit for oh, what is it? It's a Mirabilla design. She's got the antlers. Muse of the Woods, I think. Maybe. I can't remember, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about if you know Mirabilla. But that one has those leaf charms in it, so I would like to add them to this Autumn design. I'm not sure about doing all the Celtic ladies because they're really kind of the same for the most part. It's just that some of them face different ways and the word is different and the colors are different. So I don't know that I feel the need to stitch all of them. And I've also thought of maybe changing the word to something else. Like I've seen people change it to like Wiccan holidays, and I kind of like that idea, but I'm not sure I want to put the effort into it. So we shall see what I end up doing with that. I might just leave it as autumn. But I was surprised I didn't have a Celtic lady, so now I have a Celtic lady. So yay. And then here's a Mirabella that I got. This is Bluebeard's Princess. This is a mermaid that I did not have that I wanted. She's very embellished. Like, I love all the beads and stuff on her. I love her weird hair color. She does have that simplistic little flipper hands and very minimal face as that. And there's not a lot of tonality changes in her skin. She's very kind of whitewashed almost. So I don't know if I'm going to tweak that a little bit. And this chart is pretty small. Like usually when you unfold like a Mirabella, it's usually like one side and then the back side or something, but this one, it all fits on one. So I thought that was kind of different. So she's fairly small for the most part. So that's probably why she's simplistic. This one, I'm not a big Christmas or dress person, but for some reason, I've always loved this design. So, and I don't know, I just think it's cool. She's got like a Christmas, she's wearing a Christmas tree basically. I just thought it was cool. I do not like that fabric. I'm not sure what fabric I'll be using. I am kind of thinking maybe like eggplant or something. I'm not sure yet. And I might just use a light green. I don't know. I'm torn on what the fabric's going to be, but it's not going to be that weird yellow color. So I could even just do it on like a parchment or something. Not sure. I won't be doing her anytime soon, but I do like the idea of doing her and hanging her up around the holidays. And then this is another, like, I've been looking at it so long, just buy it already. And that is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. Look how fun that is. I really love the, where is it on the screen there? It's hard looking at things backwards. I love this little swamp scene here. So I think that's cool. But yeah, I like that. And looking at the chart, it looks fairly easy. I know it's a lot of different pieces, so it's going to take a while, even though it's a lot of solid colored stitching. But, you know, it looks like it'd probably stitch up pretty quick, you know, once you get to doing it. So yeah, I treated myself to some charts. I still have a few that are on the way. I ordered Gypsy Queen, or Queen Gypsy, or I think it's Gypsy Queen, just because she's really cool. I also ordered, there's this kit that I ordered. It looks like pin stitch. It's a mermaid with her two daughter mermaids. One's older and one's like in her lap, like a little baby. It reminds me of pin stitch. What's it called? Mother's something, but it's got a mom with a baby mermaid. The colors just remind me of that. It doesn't say it's a pin stitch, and I think it said it was a kit, but that's on the way, which that was funny because I had ordered that, I think, December 28th, and I'm checking my tracking on eBay, and it had like tracking posted or something like that, but it looked like it wasn't moving, to the point where the seller even contacted me and said, hey, have you gotten this yet? Because I've checked and it doesn't even look like it's left yet, even though I dropped it off at the post office. And so I responded back to her. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it hasn't arrived, and I've been kind of eyeing it a little bit, but I'm trying to be patient. Well, once she's like, I'm going to go check the post office. And I thought, well, they're probably not going to tell you anything. But then as soon as I checked that, they updated it, and it's at least made it to Ohio. So it's in Cincinnati. I think it's in Dayton now. So it's at least moving, you know, because that's got to be frustrating, mailing something and then watch it sit for like 2-3 weeks. Like, that's annoying. And, oh, when I got this stuff too, I ordered it from a shop in Ohio, and I was watching the shipping. It actually, like, this shop's in Ohio. I'm in Ohio. This package of charts went on a vacation. Like, it went down to Kentucky, and I was like, what the hell are you doing down there? And then it started coming back up to Ohio. I was like, what was the point of that? I don't understand shipping, but I just thought that was funny. It's like, oh, you guys went on an adventure. That's fun. So yeah. Another thing, let's see, that's mostly it for haul, but there's one thing I was going to go over. I got my Clay by Kim that I had spoke about the last video. I believe I told you I had ordered or I had managed to grab, can't just say you ordered, like there is no just ordering a Clay by Kim, you know, needle minder. I snagged one of the black ice ones when she was posting the blue snow and black ice. I only got a black ice one. And I think it was still on its way when I talked to you guys last. Well, I have it now. And I got a blue snow one. Yeah. So I'm going to show those to you. But kind of in the vein of my little dragon minders getting kind of crowded, because now I have freaking 9 Clay by Kims. Holy crap. I cannot even believe it. I think I started this year out with 2. Or not this year. 2020 I started out and I only had 2. Now I have 9. Like, how the hell did that happen? And 4 I've gotten in the last month. You know, so that's like amazeballs. But my little dragon's getting kind of crowded, so I'm planning on making something else, you know, for the overflow. I don't want to say what it is yet because it's a conversion. And if you saw my whip parade, you know that I spoke about a Mirabilia conversion that I am like just so embarrassed, horrified, just don't like how it's going. So this is a conversion. It looks pretty looking at it, but until I've got it stitched, I don't know if I'm going to be happy with it, so I won't want to share it. So I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm going to at least show you the colors so you get kind of an idea there. And I've got a lot of beads and crystals pulled out for this too, so let me move those out of the way so they don't fall on the floor. But basically, here's what we're working with. So, little sneak peek of a conversion I'm trying. So let me get these. These are some purple metallics. Just some Krennic metallics, so I think you get the idea with those. And then here's the DMC colors I'm going for, and this is the fabric I'm stitching it on. This is a Silk Weaver Solo, and I'd been saving this just because I think it's really cool. Let me show it to you without the floss on it. I don't know if the colors are going to show up. We'll see. Yeah, kind of. It's mostly blue, but it's got little bits of pink, little bits of yellow, little bits of violet. Like, it's just fun looking. And I've been saving that. I'm like, what am I going to do that for? And then it occurred to me to do this design. And this was before I was thinking I need a bigger dragon needle minder. And then here's some of the crystals and stuff that I have in mind for it. If you've seen the stuff I'm working on, you might be able to guess what I am converting, but I ain't telling right now. So here's some crystals and some beads, and yeah, just gonna add some bling to it. Why not? Because that is always fun. So yeah, I've had these pulled for this for so long. I might get some more of these because look how fun these stars are. I love them. I want more of them. So that's something I'm planning on starting soon. But speaking of starting things, after I finished Taj Mahal, I didn't want to start anything because I had been on Taj Mahal for so long. I knew if I started something, I'm going to be locked onto it for a while because I have this thing where I want a good portion of something done before I rotate off of it. So I thought I'm just going to pick up something I'm already working on, maybe throw some stitches on it, and then maybe pick something else up, and then maybe start something. Well, I got sucked into, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm usually a pretty frequent rotator, but now I'm working on Peacock tapestry, which I've been working on for a little bit. And I don't want to rotate off of it because I'm enjoying myself. So, which is funny. I'm enjoying myself and giving myself anxiety because it's at that point where Taj Mahal was, where, wow, there's so many things I could work on that I have a hard time deciding what to work on. So I have to like just poke myself and go focus, pick something and work on it. Don't worry about, oh, I need to start working on this, because I worry a lot about don't save this for last because then it's not going to be fun. You know, make sure you spend plenty of time on this because that's probably hard, so get that out of the way. Don't work on this because that's fun and you want to save something fun for the end because that helps me finish. So, but anyways, I will show you my progress on Peacock tapestry. And taking up residence on my Peacock tapestry are my new Clay by Kim, so you guys can see them too. So, here's my little black ice and blue snow. Aren't they cute? I really think this blue snow one's really pretty. So cute. I love it. But for Peacock Tapestry, I'm working on the tail. I finished this branch. Let me go ahead and unscroll it for you. I finished the branch, and that was a chore. And sadly, now I finished that branch on the day that the riots and all that were going on. So now, when I look at it, that's what I'm going to think about. But, oh well, can't be undone. I didn't get much stitching done that day because I was kind of half listening to the news and half stitching, you know, trying to distract myself, but failing. But hey, I got a branch done. So, progress. Okay, so this is the part that's really frustrating me. So, yay, I finished back stitching the leaves and the pears and all that fun stuff. So then, since I've got the leaves all back stitched, because that's kind of the messy part, I'm going back and I'm doing the filler stitches that's in the background, and I'm not liking it because I love how clean this looks, and adding the filler, I feel like now that you can't see the leaves so well. Now, it's partially probably my fault for back stitching and then putting stitching in behind that. I feel like sometimes that makes the back stitching not stand out as much because, like, as you're dragging the thread in, it's probably pulling the back stitching thread down a little bit too. Like, I don't know, maybe not, but that's just what my brain tells me. But that's just one color. There's like 4 colors in the background, and I think I'm just gonna stick with the one because I love how clean this looks. So yeah, I'm conflicted on that. So since I'm so conflicted, like I stopped like right here with the filler stitches. I haven't taken it, you know, through here yet because I was hitting this point where I'm like, do I pull out all the stitching that I've done? Do I just do the one color? What do I do? Because I'm getting in this like, what do I do state? I was like, fuck it, go work on something else, you know, because I can't decide yet. So I decided to finish the branch, and I'm sure my Peacock appreciates finally having something to hold on to because he has just been floating in the middle of this forever. Also, I did get some decent progress done with the border, and I've gotten it to the bottom and I got it closed off. I didn't have the bottom completely connected. I just went so far to make sure my fabric was enough because, as you can see, I screwed up orienting it on the fabric, and this fabric's been cut at an angle, so I was worried about running out, and then I didn't know if maybe I screwed up down here too, so I at least made it all connect on the bottom. And I try to do little bits and pieces of the border as I go because it can get boring, but it's good for me on days when I'm not really having the motivation to stitch because it's fairly easy. So I try to save it. So that's why I went back to doing the branch, and then because I hit the leaf issue, I finished the branch, and I was thinking, okay, because I'm having this leaf issue, or background issue, I guess you'd say, I couldn't decide, well, what do I do here? Do I do the same thing, put the leaves and the pears and stuff in? Do I do maybe the background first and then do the leaves and maybe see, you know, if it works better that way? And because I'm in a state of indecision, I've moved to the tail. So I don't have to make that decision right now. That, and I really enjoy working on the tail because it is so much fun. That, and it's kind of as big of a chore to do as the tree, you know, so if I finish the tail, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to do the tree now, which they're about the same level of hardness. But let's take another look at those clay butt gems. Aren't they so pretty? I love them. I love them. They're so pretty. These two are very sparkly too. I don't know if that's coming across on camera, but they're very shiny, shimmery. So, and he is my first monochromatic dragon. So yeah, it gives me hope because we're approaching the time soon where she's going to be putting out her monarch dragons, and I don't have one, and I really want one. So I hope, I've been so lucky lately. I hate to be greedy, but I really want one. But kind of on a similar vein to that, I have some tattoo work being scheduled, and it's going to be stitching related, so that's fun. So then I'll feel like I can show you guys some of my tattoos and not be being off topic because it will be a stitching related tattoo. So I think that's going to be really fun. So that's scheduled for February 4th, you know, so far. So as long as nobody gets sick or things have to be canceled, because you never know, that can happen. So I think that's pretty much it for today. Kind of a shorter video, but you know, that's okay. We can have shorter videos every now and then. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I've been watching a lot of other people's 2020 like whip parades and things like that, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time I have something noteworthy talking about. So yeah, hopefully the rest of this year goes better. We started out pretty rough, let's admit it, you know, so hopefully things go better, but let's just all breathe and keep on stitching. That's all we can do. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.